My brother's name was Neil. He liked to annoy people, but not in a good way, to the point where you wanted to strangle him. He just used to moan and moan and moan about all and no. He wasn't mean or malicious about that, it could just be really difficult. It's not that I didn't like him, he made it hard to like him. He used to say, like, I hate football. Oh, there's just 22 guys running around the field trying to put a ball into it, and I don't see a point in it. Come 10:30 on a Saturday, and I was like, right, let's go watch Match at Day. You've just sat there and said you don't like football. Why are you going to watch Match at Day? I reckon he was a secret Man United fan, to be honest. There was some good times with him. He used to make us laugh quite a lot. Unintentionally, but he used to make us laugh quite a lot. In 2013, Neil was 30 years old. I'd just woken up and I rang my mum because she was out. And then towards the end of the conversation, she's like, go downstairs and check on our Neil. I asked him to go put something in bin, but when he went out, he was a bit unsteady on his feet. So, okay, I will do. Put the phone down, went downstairs, and his leg laid face down on the floor, just making this funny noise. I just thought he'd fallen asleep on the sofa and then fallen off at the floor. And I'm there trying to wake him up, and he was doing no response. So I rang my sister, and she's like, right, phone an ambulance. I'm coming. So I rang an ambulance. They found out that he had a bleed on his brain. They took him for an operation and see if they could, reduce the bleeding on the brain, but unfortunately that didn't work. It was just so unexpected. So I went back in next day and he was still there, knowledge changed and whatever. So we thought, right, can this thing a bit, just turn off his life support machine and just let him go, because we could have kept him, but he wouldn't have been the same guy. When he used to wind me up, I get so wound up with him. I'm like, oh, do you know, if I could choose my brother, it won't be you. But as soon as they turned off his life support machine, I'm gonna I instantly regretted that. And even though I couldn't hear me, I said to him, when I used to say that if I could choose my brother, it won't be you. Like, I didn't mean it, you just said it because you pissed me off. When we turned his life support off, I'm just like, oh, maybe if I were down there a bit sooner, like when he fell, maybe if I'd have caught him or whatever, he wouldn't be, he'd still be here, sort of thing. But like my mum says, it's like, don't blame yourself, like as soon as he hit that floor, it's know what you could have done. I think everything that I was feeling back then, like, it was just because I was grieving. So, after Neil died, my niece was born and we found out she had cystic fibrosis, and then shortly after that I was diagnosed with cancer. And I spent I think maybe a few months, I just want myself. Thought about ending my own life and whatever, because all that stuff happening in such a short period of time, it just messed with my head. Before I went through it, if someone told me about, if they had thoughts of killing themselves, I can't help them. Of course you can, shut up. You can always control what's going through your head. Now that I've been through it, I can see where you can't always control what's in your head. It's helped me realise that you can face bad times. It can seem like when you're in a dark place, you should be there forever, but one day you will be the normal you again. Can happen to anyone at any time, can't it? It's okay to talk. It don't make you a weak person to talk. I'm a mentally stronger person than what I originally thought. I've sat here and moaned about the fact that he used to wind me up, but now that he's not here, I miss that. I'd give anything just to hear him have one more rant. If you've got someone in your life and you think right now they're a dick, fucking treasure them. Neil, he was a dick, but he was our dick and we wouldn't have him any other way.